Yo everyone, Shock16 back once again for the Renegade Master. This time it's a video response to that brother from another American mother who's a lover like no other, and that is Brad ProBman 5 is his name on here, I do believe. Factoid. So yeah, he tagged me in a video, 5 questions, so who am I to deny a response? So here is my response. So first question is, I've got it written down. What state do you live in? Well, I don't live in the US, I live here in the UK, and we don't have states, we have counties, so I'm going to have to say Nottinghamshire. Well, you could technically say I now live in Derbyshire, because since I've moved into this gaff, it's classed as Derbyshire, but I'm a Nottinghamshire lad. So Nottinghamshire, yeah, if you want to know where that is, look up from a map of the UK, look in the middle, slightly east of it, Nottinghamshire. So yeah, living in the centre of the country, it means we've got no coastlines. So yeah, there's no beaches around here, it's just kind of city, industrial and countryside. So we do get like a variant of areas, do you know what I mean? Variant of sceneries, so to speak. Yeah, where I currently live now, like I say, it's technically classed as Derbyshire now. It's kind of more like a city centre kind of placey, but where I used to live was like a nice kind of like country village thing. So yeah, nice and quiet, kind of lad and busy. So yeah, question number 2 is, how did you get into collecting? Well, let me take you on a trip through time. Back to 2000, the year 2000, I turned 18. And turning 18, I was moving out of my family home, the childhood home that I grew up in. So, and up till that point, up till 18 years old in the year 2000, I still had all my stuff from childhood, like most of my toys, my figures, like all my consoles and computer games and stuff like that. So yeah, it was either like boxed up in the attic or in a box under the bed or something like that. But yeah, I still had them. And then, like I say, in the year 2000, I moved out, age 18. And being around that age, I thought, you know what, I need to just get rid of this stuff. I don't want to be taking it with me into my new house. So I just sold everything on a car boot, got rid of the lot. And yeah, of course, in later life, I regretted it, because 2 of the things that I got rid of was my Super Nintendo collection and my Game Boy, original Game Boy collection. And I used to keep my stuff like brand new, so they looked as fresh as they did as the day I got them, if you know what I mean, when I sold them off. And yeah, I'll never have a collect. Well, I probably could if I spent loads on them, if I'd like just spunked money, but I don't spunk money. Yeah, no, I definitely don't spunk money. But yeah, if I did, I could buy it back again. But yeah, I kind of miss it, because yeah, I just really miss that collection because of how new, like, and fresh looking it was. So now let's jump into the future to about around 2006ish. I was on eBay, as you do, browsing through, and this is where the Sega Saturn part comes into it, because I had a Sega Saturn on release, well, near enough on release anyway. It weren't spot on release day. But yeah, like any little, like any kind of fickle kid back in the day, I kind of wanted what my mates had, so I actually got rid of my Saturn to fund to get into PlayStation. And that was like another regrettable decision. So I was looking at Saturn stuff, and then of course I was looking at other stuff, and I saw a Super Nintendo on there, like boxed with all its stuff on there. I've still got it. You'll probably see it one day when I do a room tour or something. But yeah, I bought a SNES back because it was like an impulse thing. Just there and then I was like, yeah, I need another SNES in my life. So I bought it there and then, and I started collecting SNES games. And I obviously got a Game Boy back. Started collecting some of my Game Boy back again, and then obviously I found YouTube. Started watching a few channels. Got into the old spirit of collecting. Went on a bit of a hype. And then I was like, do you know what? I just got like this kind of buzz to do something that I didn't start collecting a full Sega Saturn set because of YouTube. But it's something that I wanted to do before YouTube, but YouTube kind of gave me the push to actually go and do it. So yeah, and that's kind of how I got into collecting basically. It was just kind of nostalgia for some regrettable decisions I made about getting rid of my stuff in the past. Ended up buying it back, and now yeah, you collect one thing, you collect another thing, and then next thing you know, you've got a fucking collection, haven't you? Question 3. What does your significant other think of your gaming hobby? Well, my significant other isn't really my significant other at the minute. I mean, she's on the sideline. She can have the job if she wants it, possibly. But yeah, so she's not really bothered. But ProBman did say that if you are single or something, you can change it to your family and stuff like that, or your family and your friends and stuff like that. And again, some of my friends don't really get it, but the ones that, they don't really bug me about it, they're not really bothered about it. Some of my friends like gaming, so they're not into it in a collecting sense. They wouldn't go out and collect the games, but do you know what I mean? If they come around to like my place or something and they see the games, they're like instant hit of nostalgia for them, so they love it and they love playing on the games. And we used to have like retro nights and stuff like that. I used to take consoles around to my friend's house. There's like a Mega Drive or a SNES or something. We'd have retro nights and stuff. So yeah, they're all that. My family think nothing of it. I mean, my parents still take most of my parcels. Like if something has to be signed, if I've sent off something big and it needs to be signed for, I have it delivered to my parents' house, and they're all cool with it. They probably think I'm a bit mad collecting all this stuff, but do you know what I mean? My mum and dad they've collected stuff in their past as well. Do you know what I mean? When they was growing up, they've had hobbies and like that involved collecting stuff. I mean, they don't do it now, but so they can totally see where I'm coming from. One family member, which is my eldest nephew, he's now 15. He collects for Super Nintendo and NES and Atari 2600 and stuff. So he's like a little mini collector himself. He's not like probably on a scale that us lot are, but he's getting into collecting, and yeah, he just buys what he likes to play and stuff like that. It's not like, do you know what I mean? But he's into it, you know what I mean? Put a modern console in front of him, he's not really that bothered. Put a NES in front of him, he's there all day. So yeah, he loves his nostalgia as well. And that's basically what everybody thinks of my hobby. So what are we on now? Question 4. What's your favourite game of all time? Really? Brad, are you serious with that question? How can you pick one game of all time? There's just so many different games from so many different eras of gaming as well. It's like, because you have like your favourites for modern day, your favourites for like PlayStation and PlayStation 2 era, and then your 16-bit era and even your 8-bit eras and stuff like that, you have your favourite games from. So I don't know. I think games that stand out would probably be stuff like Super Mario Kart, because it don't matter how old that game gets, it's just one of those that's like timeless. I can play it any time, and once I start playing it, I'll be on it all night and stuff like that. A game from like more recent years, probably something like Fallout 3. Love that game. Think it's probably the best game of the last generation, 360, PlayStation 3 era. Yeah, there's many games that, too many to list basically, but yeah. So I'm not going to pick one, but yeah, it'd be games like that. So, 5th and final question. First person you ever subscribed to on YouTube? I think it might have been Interghost, you know, actually. Yeah, I used to, when I first started watching like gaming videos, it was people like, a couple of small channels that you might have heard of, like Pete Door and Silver Mongoose, stuff like that. And watching them, I was thinking, surely there must be somebody like in the UK, there must be like a little bit of a UK scene. And then one day I saw a comment, and I think it was on Silver Mongoose's video, one of Silver Mongoose's videos, in the comment section, and it was by this guy called Interghost. Yeah, you might have heard of him too. But yeah, I saw him, we clicked on his channel, and I realised that he was from the UK doing the same thing. And then from his channel, I found like the whole community of like UK gamers and collectors and stuff like that. So yeah, I do think that Interghost was the first person I actually subscribed to. And now he's like one of my best friends within the community and outside of the community now as well. We're really good friends outside of it. So yeah, Interghost, if I do believe correctly. So yeah, I'm going to keep the tag going. I'm just going to tag my fellow Sunday strollers, so Interghost himself, Gashead Steve, and of course Dancentral. If you want to do it, guys, do it. Don't feel no pressure if you don't want to do it. But yeah, it's a tag video, so I'm going to tag it on to you guys. And yeah, there you go. That was my response. Go check out Brad ProBman's channel because he's an awesome dude. I've been Shot16. See you later.